Okay, so this isn't the nicest house ever, but I am the richest man ever to exist. You see the nice brick wall, got a beautiful view. Um, my whole life, I've always wanted a nice house. I grew up living in apartments and condos, and I would even have dreams as a young boy of me and my family moving into a nice house with a nice view. Just a little glimpse of the mountain or something made me so happy, and these dreams were so exciting, but then I'd wake up and be so disappointed. Um, but I just realized this morning that I am the richest man ever. And the reason that is because my father is the richest man ever. My dad is the richest man ever. If I'm his son, then I'm the richest guy ever. If you're a child of God, he possesses all things. He literally owns everything. And if he owns all things and you're a child of him, then you're an heir to that. So I still do want a house of my own, and this isn't my house. But these past couple years, as I travel and I do the Lord's work, I've been able to stay in nice houses all over the country, actually in other countries too, and we'll only see more of that. And a lot of times when I go to these places, the people aren't even here. I'm in this home and it's a 5-bedroom house and no one's here. It's just me. I don't even know the guy who lives here. I've never met him. I've been able to stay on the beaches in Virginia all the way to Oregon, literally right on the sand. And although I don't have a home of my own, I have many houses. Because the Lord owns all things, and he's been giving me everything I need. So I think I want this house that I can go to and I can feel secure of, oh, I know I have this house. The Lord is showing me, I can give you many houses. And you don't even have to clean up. You don't have to take care of it. You don't have to pay rent. It's free, actually. I do clean up, by the way. But so I have many houses. I have houses all over the world. I don't know where those houses are. I don't know when I'm going to live there. But I have many houses. Same thing with money. The other day I was at this church and they had a nice little restaurant cafe. And I ordered a burrito and it was kind of expensive and I was feeling kind of bad. Dang, I don't really have the money to be spending like this. But I get my burrito, I sit down and start chatting with the guy next to me. He just looked uneasy and just a little anxious or something. He was just in his head. I started chatting with him and I said, hey, what's up? Are you part of a men's group here or whatever? He said, yeah, I just did this 10-week program. I'm getting baptized today. I said, oh, that's amazing. Have you been born again? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I explained, I went through a bunch of scriptures with him. I shared the gospel with him, and this guy's in tears. He had never heard the gospel. So the Lord is showing me in that yeah, the world might think it's not so wise to order out at a restaurant when you don't really have the money to be doing that. But if I didn't order that, and if I didn't sit there, then this guy would have never heard the gospel, at least not at that moment. And he would have gotten baptized with not an understanding of the gospel and not an understanding of who Jesus is. So the Lord was showing me, be obedient rather than living this worldly wisdom that you think is right. Be obedient and live the way that the Lord wants you to live without being constrained by money or your circumstance or whatever it may be. Because the Lord is beyond that, and He can give you whatever amount of money you need, whenever you need it. He can give you whatever house you need, whenever you need it. So, I am the richest man ever. And you can be too. The problem is many people, Christians even, they put so much trust in knowing that they have their house to go to, or knowing and saving up money so that they have this security, they can feel safe. And they think that they're rich because of that, when really they don't realize that they'd be so much more rich if they trusted in the Lord. But the problem is they don't get to experience that blessing that the Lord wants to give them because they struggle to trust in God. So you can be the richest man ever. And you can have an unlimited amount of houses.